Hey, welcome everybody. My name's Ed O'Grady and I'm really excited here. I have this unbelievable car, all new Chevy Corvette E-Ray. A lot of misconceptions about this car and hopefully I'm going to clear it up. So my first one is this. It's got remote start on it. I'm going to fire it up. Let's see how this car sounds. So the biggest misconception about this car is, oh, it's an electric car, it's an electric car. This is not an electric car. If you guys look right here, there's exhaust pipes. So this car right here has a 6.2 liter V8 engine in it, and it's electrified. So what that means is the front of the vehicle has an electric motor, and there's a battery that's located in this center stack area right here. 1.9 kilowatt hour battery. This battery is only there for performance. You do not have to plug this car in. You just start it like a regular car, the engine, and drive the car. It does have some other capabilities. You could drive it in stealth mode. It's a small area if you wanted to sneak out of your neighborhood under 25 miles an hour. It would last 5 miles, but the electrification in this car is solely there only for performance. And that's the biggest thing I wanted to show you. Some of the other vehicles out there, you know, everybody says, oh, well, Chevrolet has this car, this E-Ray. Oh, it has electric in it. Well, I don't know if all you guys are aware of how many other supercars are electrified. I like to go right to point out the most expensive one, which is the brand new Bugatti. That is a $4 million car. It is 1,800 horsepower, and it's also assisted by electricity. That vehicle can go 0 to 62 miles an hour in 2.5 seconds. This vehicle will do 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds, and you don't have to spend $4 million for it. I'm going to like to tell you about some other vehicles. The McLaren P1, that's a 3.8 liter V8 electrified. Same thing as this. Again, to point out, you do not plug this car in. It only has a gas filler. That's it. Put gas in it. There's no other places. The vehicle gets its electricity by regenerating electricity through the brakes and a couple other ways that it regenerates electricity and puts it back. Again, it's only there for performance. All of these supercars that are on this list, the reason for the electric motor is we always talk about horsepower, horsepower, horsepower. Oh, well, this car in total is 655 horsepower. It has 260 coming from the front motor, and then the rest comes from the rear engine. The electric motor is all about the torque, right? So we always talk about horsepower, horsepower. Horsepower doesn't do anything until you're moving. So if you're rolling the car at 30 miles an hour and you floor it, that's your horsepower. When you're stopped and then you go, that's torque. Torque is what makes that up. That's why all these supercars are electrifying their supercars. They get the torque immediately because an electric motor, it produces instantaneous torque. And then you combine that with the horsepower of the car, it just immediately launches and goes. And that's where you get 2.5 seconds. Because of the electrification in the front wheels, that's giving you all of your torque. But here's some other cars. Porsche 1908 Spider, all-wheel drive, front electric motors. The Ferrari LaFerrari, it's a V12, 6.3 liter, electrified, same thing. The Honda NSX, also known as Acura NSX, also same thing. That is a little smaller engine in the back. Also the Lamborghini Reveletto. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Look it up. Unbelievable car. Still way more expensive than this car, and this car will outperform almost all those cars on this list. The biggest thing I wanted to tell you about it is that this is not an electric car. It's strictly for performance. You don't have to plug it in. It's 655 horsepower total. And that's the combination of the front electric motor with the rear electric engine. It does have, there is another button in the vehicle that's different from a regular Stingray. It's right down in this section here. That is to help regenerate electricity. And it also is a button to shut off auto stop. That's pretty much everything on it. Just walk around the car. Some differences between a Z06. How do you know the difference between an E-Ray and a Z06? Well, the vehicle style in the body is a Z06 body. So you can tell by this part right here. This part is painted on this one. A lot of the Z06s that you see, it's black here. On the E-Ray, it has an option, you can have it painted. But this, if you look at it from the outside, it looks like a Z06 until you go to the rear. So on the rear, how you know the difference is if you see a Stingray out there that looks like a Z06 but has tailpipes on the outside, that's an E-Ray. So if it looks like a Z06 and it has the two pipes on the outside, then it's an E-Ray. A Z06 has the exhaust exits right here in the middle. And again, that's naturally aspirated. So that's pretty much my story on this car. This one's a convertible, so the engine isn't displayed like on some of the coupes. So if I open up this top, you can't see the engine anyways. There's a cover on it. So anyways, my name's Ed O'Grady, Central Chevrolet, and Corvette Stingray E-Ray is not an electric car. Thank you.